So Arlington has the same starting five on the court. Lucas, O'Hagan, Mueller, McCulloch, and Jardine. Ball down low to Jardine. Turnover. O'Hagan got it back. Mueller driving. Shot up. Rebound to Arlington. Working the ball on the inside. Out to Lucas. Over to Mueller. To McCulloch. Everybody touched it. O'Hagan down to Jardine. Jardine called for a travel. Substitution for Arlington. Avery Spector in for Jardine. Arlington up in the trap. Creating turnover. Feed down low. Missed layup. Two Arlington players on the ground. Jump ball. Spector and Lucas tied up a Stoneham player. Still Stoneham ball on the 50-50. And it looks like our technical difficulties have been addressed, and we may have the feed back up, or at least the camera portion of the feed. Stoneham doing a good job breaking the press. Good charge. Mueller takes the charge.
So we may have picture back. Sorry about that. Thanks for covering, Jeff. Yeah, so the camera, yeah, so we're back. Just don't touch that anymore because we're not going to be able to have the score, so we'll try to keep you updated. And I apologize.
Good swing pass. Or
Mueller
skip pass,
driving.
Rather. Nice bucket. Good ball movement.
McCulloch with another two. Great pass by Mueller. Arlington leading 25-21 now. Three-pointer for Stoneham is off.
Grab the ball.
Lucas
now
pushes it up ahead. Sees O'Hagan.
Go strong.
O'Hagan with
good
two.
Bucket.
Great push by Eileen Lucas, and Stoneham's going to call timeout. And thanks for calling that, Jeff. Beautiful beginning to the third quarter here. Nice push by Arlington, leading now by 6. And bear with us as we're trying to move the camera, so we may lose picture.
27-21 Arlington, 4:45 to go left in the third. On the whole, it looks like a little bit more defensive pressure, a little more defensive intensity, similar to what we saw kind of in the second quarter, where I would say Arlington's doing a good job as they look to be attacking the rim. They're not really settling or even looking for outside shots right now, which is exactly what they need to do. The other thing we didn't really talk about it is I certainly don't have the stats. I would say Arlington got their clock cleaned on the boards in the first half. They really need to work on rebounding here in the second half. They don't need to necessarily win the rebounding battle, but they at least need to go 50-50 with it.
Agree with all that. And again, I'd like to just comment on the body language coming out of the timeouts on occasion there. I thought Arlington looked pretty locked in there. Jeff Martinelli and assistant coach Colleen Kane talking things over, kind of encouraging the girls. Not a lot of histrionics or dramatic. Just stay the course, stay calm, keep playing good aggressive defense, and this game could go Arlington's way. Press is on for the Spy Ponders.
Turnover.
And that's a turnover. McCulloch comes up with a steal. She looks up ahead. Beautiful pass to Lucas, and she finishes. And that's exactly what we were talking about at halftime, Jeff.
Just rinse and repeat. Ball pressure, turnover, run. Fine. Foul.
And that's totally fine. Eileen Lucas called for the foul. A little bit aggressive there. First foul for the Spy Ponders in the third quarter. Arlington leading by 8 now, 29-21.
What's interesting is that felt like a call that hadn't been made in the entire first half.
I agree with that. Stoneham in a little bit of a chaos mode right now as Arlington's defense is flying around. Avery Spector now putting ball pressure on number 2. She drives in, gets that one to go. First buckets, or no, sorry, second buckets here in the half for Stoneham. Cuts the lead to 6, 29-23. Mueller brings the ball up Finds Spector. Spector swings to Lucas.
Good skip pass.
Lucas up top to Mueller. She'll take that three.
Bang.
And knock it down. Huge three-pointer for Arlington.
Good ball movement.
Stoneham with the press break, but
Again,
couldn't
this
finish.
is all Arlington wants to do. Speed the game up.
Mueller finds Spector. Spector finds Lucas. Can't finish, but offensive rebound by Mueller. Can't get it to fall. Great rebound by Weezy. She'll go to the line for two. And that all started because of the quick turn, quick push by Arlington off of the miss.
Again, it's just speed the game up. Get them out of their natural rhythm. And you do that with your speed.
And Arlington's athleticism showing through. Mueller's first free throw rattles around and out, and she just can't get lucky on some of these. She's putting it up. Good shots, good looking free throws. Can't get that one to fall. Has one more. Second shot, a little strong. Annika Sturma into the game now for Arlington, replacing Avery Spector. Almost got a backcourt violation. McCulloch tried to take the charge, couldn't get it. And Weezy on the floor, and Martinelli wisely calls timeout to maintain possession for Arlington there. And I like that call, Jeff. You know, really good for Arlington to keep possession there. We did a good job on the defense. Weezy went to ground. Wasn't likely going to come up with that. It was probably going to be a jump ball. So call timeout, and we get the possession.
Sure.
Quick shout out to our fans across the country watching tonight. Hope you're having a good evening. Appreciate you bearing with us through some technical difficulties. We hope you're doing well in Colorado, Maryland, Washington, and Maine. And another quick shout out to the JVA team this evening. Completely dominated their game, beating Stonham 51-29. Congratulations to Coach Dom and Joey Pazia and the JVA squad, continuing their strong season.
See a couple members of the 7th grade girls A team here as well. Good representation from Arlington Hoops.
And we shouted out Maddie Walsh, former captain in the first half. I will give a shout out to another former captain, Gianna Palillo, also in the crowd. So Arlington ball, Mueller to inbound on the baseline. Gets it into Lucas, who gets it right back to her, and Stoneham immediately falls back out of their press. Mueller to O'Hagan. Hagan to Sturma. Backdoor not quite there. Good steal by Stoneham's number 2. Good recovery. Long three-pointer for Stoneham number 1, and that goes.
Killer. Absolute killer.
Cuts the lead to 6, 32-26. Arlington leading. Mueller hands off to McCulloch. Hands off to Lucas. And a lot of contact being applied by Stoneham. No call. And Annika Sturma will get called for the foul coming back. Arlington's second foul of the quarter. Great defense by Mueller. Stoneham able to maintain possession. Three-pointer up for Stoneham. Mueller boxes out. Can't quite collect the rebound. Stoneham with another chance. Wild shot by number 1. Mueller does get that rebound. Finds McCulloch. Pushes up ahead to Lucas. And Arlington looks to run while the Stoneham defense isn't set. Sturma takes it in, gets blocked from behind. It'll stay Arlington basketball. And Spector re-enters the game for Annika. Under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Arlington still leading by 6, 26-32. O'Hagan with the nice move. Drives and
one.
Count it. Nice drive by Melina O'Hagan. She gets the and one opportunity. Shot goes, and she'll go to the free throw line for 1.
Again, huge part of the game here, right? Up 8, knock your free throw down, go up 9, put the press back on, and just harass them. keep the defensive pressure up and turn this into right there.
And it's like they're listening to you, Jeff. Lucas with the steal. McCulloch maintains possession for Arlington. McCulloch with the up pump fake. She'll drive
Get in.
and
Again.
get it to go. And just like
speed
that,
this up.
Arlington's up by 11.
There we go.
O'Hagan
Another
with the
one.
steal. Great pressure. She finds
Oh.
Mueller. Good double team being applied by Wheezy and Avery. It will be Stoneham ball, but the effort from the Arlington Spy Ponders is incredible right now. Good closeout by Spector to deny the three-point shot. Great
Rebound,
defense by
run.
Mueller.
One
And
more.
McCulloch fires it up to Lucas.
No foul.
No foul, and that's straight out of bounds, I guess. The
It's
referee.
funny. I didn't realize Mueller's been working on her layups that go over the backboard.
Yeah, Martinelli not happy with that call, and I think Mueller also a little confused. McCulloch,
Again, just speed them up. Perfect.
great block by O'Hagan as the press is really putting pressure on Stoneham. That's going to be a foul on the ground, and I don't mind that foul, Jeff. They were driving.
Absolutely.
Molina stepped in. It's going to be on the ground, so no shots. Mireya Noakes into the game, replacing Mueller. Arlington leads 37-26, just under a minute now in the third quarter. So far, a really good quarter for the Spy Ponders. That shot's too long.
Got lucky with that one.
Offensive rebound for Stoneham. Double team. Somebody's open on the backside for Stoneham. The three-pointer's up and misses. Offensive rebound for a couple extra possessions there for Stoneham, which is not ideal. And that is finally going to be called, and Spector will be going to the line. That's their fifth, so nice job by Avery. So we may switch cameras again at the end of the third quarter as it's come back, but we'll see how that goes as Avery Spector goes to the line for two. First one just rattles off the front. Again, that
You cannot get a
that
roll on
janky
this
rim.
rim. A roll that you'll get on a flat rim, you can't get on this rim.
Spector's second shot.
Better.
Is
A little short.
just short, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Noakes last, so it'll be Stoneham ball. Shot clock is off, 32 seconds left in the quarter.
Plenty of time for another bucket here. Turn them over.
And that's going to be a turnover. Good
Again,
pressure, great
they
double
found the
team.
formula.
Great double team by Spector and Noakes. Deep pass out of bounds, and Arlington has the opportunity now to take the last shot. Spector to inbounds. She finds O'Hagan. Hands off to Lucas. Back
Bingo.
door for O'Hagan. Gets blocked. Noakes trying to run it down, can't quite get it. Stoneham ball. Eileen Lucas just said, no,
One-man
we'll
wrecking
take it.
crew.
We'll do one more time
One
here.
girl wrecking crew. And a
And
foul.
O'Hagan to the line for two. 37-29, 12.9 seconds left as O'Hagan goes to the line for two. Opportunity to get herself into double digits for the game. And she does just that with the first one.
And I got to be honest, with 13 seconds left, knock down the second one, you still have time for another bucket. It's going to take you about 6 seconds to turn them over.
Keep the pressure up
3
the way
more
they've been
seconds
doing
for
it.
a layup.
Exactly. Second shot is good. Double team
There's
is
your
there.
turnover.
Spector with the steal. Finds O'Hagan. Gets it to Lucas. Back to Spector. McCulloch sees the clock. Drives. And can't
Too bad.
finish the layup. But
They
I mean,
almost made me look right.
they try to make you look good there, Jeff. A fantastic quarter by Arlington, leading by double digits, 39-28, heading into the fourth quarter. And that was an 18-point quarter for the Spy Ponders, Jeff. And again, as you were calling the beginning part of that quarter, it was the defensive pressure that led to layups, and the layups were falling, and that's how we scored 18 points.
Yes. And, you know, for anyone who grew up in the 80s and might have been a little bit of a video game junkie, I think it was something like left, right, up, down, BA, select, start. It's called a cheat code. Every team has strengths. Every team has weaknesses. The cheat code tonight, defensive pressure, the press. And again, like, you never know going into these games what's going to work, what's not going to work, where the girls are going to be strong, where they're going to be weak. He found the answer, right? I think he found it actually early in the second quarter. Used it partway through. Didn't use it the whole quarter. He used it the entire third quarter, I think, or maybe used it for 5 or 6 minutes of the third quarter. But that was the direct reason why you got the execution you did. It was turnover after turnover after turnover. I think there was 1 3-point shot by Mueller. Everything else was off the turnovers and free throws. And you turned it into an 11-point game. It's not over, though, right? They need to take this from 11 to 15, 17, 19, and then you've stuck a fork in it. The game is over, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'd like to see, I agree with that, Jeff. I'd like to see Arlington start this quarter strong, continue this pressure, build a little bit of buffer, and see if that can't knock Stoneham off their game a little bit.
Yeah, because the other thing it did, right, Stoneham actually still had a few good looks, but they were so sped up from everything else going on, they couldn't slow themselves down to knock down a couple bunnies. That's the beauty of it.
So to start the fourth quarter, Weezy Mueller is joined by Mireya Noakes, Melina O'Hagan, Avery Spector, and Alina McCulloch on the court. Mueller for 3 is good. So good to see those shots going down now.
Steal.
And almost came up with another steal. And Arlington is just flying around the court right now. It's going to be a touch foul on Spector, but she's doing a great job keeping the defensive pressure up. Quick nod, she knows what she's doing.
Oh.
Close to a backcourt call. Arlington now leading 42-28.
Turnover.
And Noakes and O'Hagan combining to force that into a jump ball situation. It'll stay Stoneham basketball, but great double team. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce Lucy Pogue, sophomore, into the game for the first time, replacing Melina O'Hagan. Good to see Lucy getting her first varsity minutes.
Absolutely.
14-point lead for the Spy Ponders, approaching 7 minutes left here in the game. Great double team. Great defense by Pogue and McCulloch.
One more.
Mueller finding Spector driving. Oh, couldn't quite finish. Great hustle by Pogue to keep that in bounds. Noakes to Mueller. Mueller to McCulloch. McCulloch will drive.
Beautiful drive.
Floater gets it to go.
Set it. There we go. Pressure on the side.
And that's going to be a foul, a little too aggressive. And Coach Martinelli, I think, imploring his team, just keep your arms wide. The defensive pressure is there. No need to reach in. Second foul of the quarter on Arlington. Good recovery. Stoneham three-pointer, no good. Noakes touches it out. McCulloch is able to gather. Doesn't see anything there, so pushes it out. We'll run a little bit of clock and see if we can't get a shot out of the half court. Noakes to Pogue. Pogue finds Spector. Spector finds McCulloch on a great backdoor pass. Great look by Avery Spector, and Alina McCulloch will go to the free throw line for 2. And that was good patience on offense, just working the ball around, Pogue tracking it down, finding Spector up top, and then McCulloch just popping wide open on the back door. First free throw for McCulloch is good. Eileen Lucas into the game, replacing Avery Spector. She gets a nice pat on the back from Coach Martinelli. Great minutes by Spector.
Yep.
Second free throw for McCulloch rattles out, which gives me an opportunity to mention, Jeff, that we have reached the magic 45-point number.
Yes, we have. I just noticed that myself.
And the pressure by Mireya Noakes forces that out of bounds off Stoneham. It will stay Arlington ball. McCulloch to inbound. She'll send it up to Weezy up top. screen by Pogue. Swinging the ball around. Lucas finds McCulloch up top. Pump fake. Out to Lucas. Into Lucy.
Good cut.
And she'll go up. Can't quite finish. Good drive. Good play. And Mireya diving on the floor, causing all sorts of problems. Stoneham starting to look a little frustrated, Jeff.
Absolutely. You know, again, I think they had to feel pretty good about themselves going in at halftime. I think they know they left a couple easy buckets out on the floor in the first half.
Yeah.
I think they went in saying to themselves, this is our game. You know, we could just as easily be up 4 or 6 right now, and they've gotten completely blitzed. I mean, it's been a 24-9 run in the second half.
Melina O'Hagan back in the game for Lucy Pogue. Lucas inbound to O'Hagan. O'Hagan finds Mueller. Nice crossover by Weezy. Lucas finds Mireya. Backdoor block, I guess, is the call there by the referee. Approaching 5 minutes left in the game. Spy Ponders leading 45-28. And now the referee's starting to call a lot of touch fouls, which we just have to adjust to that, I think, Jeff.
Yeah, but it goes to something you said earlier, which is you just want to see consistency. So what's frustrating about it is they're calling fouls they didn't call for the first 3 quarters of the game, number 1. And then number 2, the calls are becoming very one-sided. And the truth is, it's only, well, it's a 17-point game, but it's not at a point where I would argue, like, you're swallowing the whistle on one end of the court and you make the calls on the other end. There still needs to be some level of consistency from a professionalism standpoint, but also from a safety standpoint. Just call them both ways.
Yeah, I agree. Lucas with really another great defensive play with a block shot there. Turnover for Arlington. And that's another foul. And Jeff, it's the one thing that could possibly make this game a little interesting is foul trouble for Arlington. That's the 4th foul. There's over 4.5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter.
Yep.
No reason to get that 5th foul so early. Long 3 is up and no good. And I'll say this, Jeff, Stoneham's legs look like they are gone a little bit. Yep. I think the pressure that Arlington's been putting on, the speeding up of the game, starting to affect the Stoneham shot. They've taken and missed some wild shots recently. Jardine into the game, replacing Mireya Noakes. Great defensive pressure by Mireya. And it'll be Arlington basketball. Mueller into Lucas. Back to Mueller.
Yeah, to your point, I mean, obviously, there's some extraordinarily strong teams out there. You know, at Friday night, we're going to see Woburn, who, you know, traditionally is a powerhouse. But most teams, just if Arlington wants to turn it loose and play a fast, aggressive, up-tempo game, I just don't think most teams can hang with them for 32 minutes. You know, Coach Martinelli spends a lot of time in practices on conditioning. He spends a lot of time getting these girls to the point where they can run for 30 minutes. And, you know, you have to have the right athletes, you have to have the right mindset. And it's hard for teams to hang with that.
And Arlington now with 3 on the shot clock after that shot's been blocked. See what kind of play they run here to get a quick shot. Up to Eileen, she'll take the 3. That's long. McCulloch tries to track down the rebound, can't quite flip it back in. Good heads-up play by Mueller to Lucas there, getting a good shot off with only 3 seconds left on the clock. Under 4 minutes left in the game, Arlington leading by 17. Stoneham searching for answers on the offensive side. And that's going to be an offensive charge taken by Mueller, clearing the points off the board for Stonham.
Second one she's drawn tonight,
Second one she's drawn. Great job by Mueller. Meredith Carmen into the game, replacing Alina McCulloch. Lucas to Mueller. Jardine tracks that one down. Spins, fires it out to Lucas. She'll drive. Sees Meredith up top. She'll take that three. Can't quite get it to go. Good shot, though. Open and in the flow of the offense. Stoneham drives. Good finish by the Stoneham player. She's a strong player, Jeff, for them.
She is.
Under 3 minutes. Arlington leading by 15. Jardine can't quite keep that one in bounds despite a valiant attempt diving on the ball. It will be a turnover back to Stoneham.
Again, there's no doubt about it. This is a good, this is a good Stoneham team. There's a reason they're ranked where they are. You can tell they have good shooters. They get good ball movement. They know how to cut. There you go. There's another shot. Again,
three-pointer for Stoneham is good. Cuts the lead to 12.
It's actually a really good example, right? Like in a true half-court matchup, like this team would give Arlington a really hard time. The difference in this game, again, was pushing pace.
And that was the 5th foul. I don't understand why Eileen's not going to the line. They haven't changed the scoreboard. Great pass by Mueller to O'Hagan.
Why shoot free throws when you can make layups?
I'll take the 2 over 1 any day. Lead back up to 14. 2 minutes left in the game. Good hands by, great drive by number 35 for Stoneham. Arlington leads by 12, a minute and 45 left. Lucas finds Mueller. Arlington doing a nice job here, just running some clock. Handing off Lucas to Carmen. Great backdoor cuts. And one.
That was really well executed.
Eileen Lucas with the backdoor cut and finish. She makes the layup. She'll go to the line for three-point opportunity. McCulloch back into the game for Jardine. I believe that was Melina O'Hagan with a really nice backdoor assist there to Lucas. Nice play. Arlington leading by 14, 49-35. Lucas to the free throw line for 1 shot. Rims out, but it's gonna, okay, that's gonna be off of Arlington. It's gonna stay Stoneham ball. And Arlington now, Jeff, I think just looking to hold on and see if they can maintain the 10-point spread.
Yeah.
Stoneham looks gassed. They can't get anything to fall right now. Mueller thought that was off Stoneham. It's going to stay Stoneham basketball. About a minute and 8 left here on the clock. And they do get that one to go. Cuts the lead to 12. Approaching a minute left. Arlington sitting at 49, under a minute now to go. Mueller surveys, finds Lucas. McCulloch pops up top. Finds Mueller. O'Hagan comes to screen. Mueller takes that three. Gets it to go. So good to see some of these three-pointers going down for Weezy. Cracking 50 points for the first time on the season, Jeff. No, sorry, we did that against Wilmington, but 52 is the high point total for us for the season. Great hands by Mueller, playing hard defense all the way up till the end. Serena Doman into the game, replacing Melina O'Hagan. Three-pointer for Stoneham is no good. Lucas with the box out of bounds on Stoneham. Arlington ball, 11 seconds left.
That should just about do it.
Should allow Arlington the opportunity to run out the clock. No need to shoot, no need for them to foul. And Jeff, Arlington's going to win this game. 52-37 is your final. Really strong second half by the Arlington Spy Ponders, putting 31 on the board after a 21-point first half and holding Stoneham to 18. So 19 and 18. So, you know, all around phenomenal second half for the Arlington Spy Ponders. They will push their record to 5-3 with two incredibly tough games coming up the rest of this week, which we'll talk about in just a second. Jeff, we may have a couple of players coming up for interviews. We'll see if that happens. In the meantime, closing thoughts from you on tonight's game.
Yeah, quite simply, they won this game with defensive pressure. Specifically, the full court press, creating turnovers, easy layups, easy buckets. I honestly believe in a true half-court matchup, if there was no pressing, this would have been a very close 1-2 possession game. Melrose is a good team, good shooters, good execution out of half-court sets. They could not match what Arlington threw at them, specifically part of the second quarter, certainly in third quarter, part of the fourth quarter. That was the difference. It was great to see.
Yeah, I agree with all that. And it looks like we will have a couple players coming up. So as we get set up here to do the interviews, hang with us. All right, and we'll just look right there.
Okay.
And so I'm happy to be here with senior Annika Sturma. Annika, what a phenomenal game.
Thank you.
Give me your take on it. How did it go? How did it feel for you guys out there tonight?
I think we really just came into the second half with so much confidence. We had a chip on our shoulder because we haven't beat them yet. And coming in today, we just knew we had to take this game home. Taking it home by 15 helps us so much. And just pushing the floor, being intense, and getting 50-50 balls was big for us tonight.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. It was amazing to see the intensity on the defense, which was there throughout the whole game. Seemed like in the second half, you guys started the third quarter on an amazing run, turning Stoneham over, getting some fast breaks, getting some layups. What was the message at halftime? What was the turnaround?
The message was just, we're good. He just kept saying, you know, we're good, guys. We've got this. We came into the half with our heads down. We were up by 2, but we were down on ourselves. And all he said to us was just, you guys got this. Be confident. We had 6 minutes to shoot before the half because that's all he said. There was nothing else to do but just be confident.
Well, that's awesome. It was clear that sort of calmness carried through entirely in the second half. Great game for you. I saw you out there hustling, diving on the ground, getting to the free throw line. What do you see your role out there on the team right now?
I think my role right now is just honestly being a facilitator and just hustle ball. Getting to the line is big for me right now and just getting those easy free throws for our team. And just the biggest thing that we're all trying to work on is if we can't make our shots, just hustling down the court, getting easy transition baskets, especially against a team like Stonham that's a little slower. That's what we want to be doing. Great stuff.
Before I let you go, anybody you want to say hi to? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My mom and my dad, shout them out. I think my mom was here tonight, so it was nice to see her there.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Annika. Great game, and we'll see you back here on Friday after the game. Natick tomorrow, then Woburn on Friday. So enjoy the night, and we'll get the mic over to Eileen. All right. Welcome, Eileen Lucas. Phenomenal game for you. Give me your impression on how things went tonight.
Well, we definitely picked it up in the second half. I thought that we just kept pushing through, and we never took our foot off the gas. And I just love the teamwork out there. Like, no one was playing for themselves. Everyone was passing. It was just amazing.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I will say it's been a joy watching you this season. Your ability to get your hand in the passing lanes, I was telling Jeff during the broadcast, I would not want to be a ball handler trying to bring the ball up against you right now. You cause a lot of pressure on the defense, and that turns into points for us. Talk a little bit about the overall defensive philosophy for the team.
Well, Martinelli has always said, just try as hard as you can, because really, if you just keep trying, like, they're going to turn the ball over, because your energy is what makes them nervous. And personally, I think for defense, like, just getting your hands up, I know I consider to have monkey arms, so I can get in the passing lane, but really, I feel like it's just effort and just leaving everything out there, sacrificing your body. Like, I think Weezy got 2 charges tonight. Like, it's just effort and just trusting your teammates that they'll be there to help if you fail.
Yeah, I love all that. Great points. I think the defensive intensity you bring is contagious. It was definitely clear tonight. Another phenomenal game for you, so congratulations. 2 tough games coming up the rest of this week. What are your thoughts heading into Natick tomorrow and then Woburn on Friday?
Well, Natick plays similarly to us, but they make their layups, they make their free throws.
We do too.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
But I think if we just keep giving their effort, I know they played Braintree today, so they're going to be gassed. But if we just keep pushing through and, again, don't take our foot off the gas, I think we could beat Natick and just give them a really good game. So, yeah. And Woburn, well, they're amazing, but I feel like, again, if we lock down like Shannon and we just like make sure that we work as a team and we just keep trying and keep pushing, that we will make these 2 really great games.
Awesome. Great stuff. Eileen, I just want to give you a heads up. Your sister had a great game today.
Really?
6 points for the JV as they completely dominated. So the Lucas family showing up on a Tuesday night. Before I let you go, is there anybody you'd like to say hi to on the...
My grandma, I know she watches these, so hi, Grandma.
Awesome. All right, well, congratulations on the good game, and we will see you back here on Friday night.
All right.
And I will close out. Arlington, like we mentioned, has 2 more tough games this week. On the road tomorrow evening against Natick, currently ranked 9th in Division 1. And then we'll be back here on Friday as the Spy Ponders close out the week against perennial league powerhouse Woburn, who currently sits at 6th in the Division 1 with a perfect 8-0 record. For Jeff Spector and Alex Mueller, I'm Lewis McCulloch wishing you a great night.